Good morning and welcome to another Saturday edition of the Two Trolley Dash to, well, satiate all your shiny needs on a Saturday morning. I'm Francis. That over there, well, she's disappeared. Cora's there somewhere, and my brown dog, who's not feeling very well, is feeling sorry for himself over there. Hello, and if you're new here, welcome to Top Rock. We are Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of minerals, fossils, and happy days. If you are new, please take the time to take the time after the show, I suppose, because you're not going to have time during the show. It's competitive. Yes, claim in the comment section down below the number of the flat. Apart from that, because we're a wholesaler, we do require a minimum order of 10 kgs before we ship from Africa. Apart from that, Cora will post all the claimed flats after the sale so that those guys waking up in America a bit later will see what's available and what's not available. The exchange rate, so we charge per rands, always, legally speaking, we have to do that. So the US dollar amount on the tags is, based on 1788 at the moment to the rand to the dollar, and then we round up just to make it more nice going forward than invoicing, because it'll be less depending on the exchange rate. Anyway, we've got quite a lot to go through, and we are, as usual, running a bit late on a Saturday morning. Let's get to it. Right up. First, we got some, supposedly limonite, but these are absolutely gorgeously different. There's hardly any iron oxidation in these beautiful quartz crystals. There is, however, quite a lot of goethite specks inside. So the first time I saw these, this is not a great example. I thought to myself, oh my God, Zimbabwe, Solwezi, which is where these are from, have just given us some hollandite. But it's not hollandite, it is goethite. These three specimens, all nice clear, with a nice goethite specks inside the crystal. They weigh 1.57 kilograms. Two are A grade, one is only good grade. They weigh 1.47. They're going to cost $33. That's flat 23. On to some not Malingi. This is Lakasi malachite that's covered in druzy. And you can see there's also quite a extensive amount of goethite just there at the base, which makes a nice contrast with the green and the shiny. These are three specimens in here weighing 1.3 kilograms. Oh, look at that. This is all around. It's like an ice cream cone of druzy malachite. Well, not quite. Does it stand? Yeah, it stands. That's very cool. That's a nice specimen. What was I saying? These are rated as very good to A grade, 1.3 kilos. Also, this is a very nice spec. It has been very nicely cut at the bottom. And that is, that's unusual for Congolese artisanal mining to have some diamond chainsaws, but someone has and has brought us this specimen. That's a beauty. It's going to cost $67 for the three. That's flat 21. On to some Irongo magic. We've got all kinds in here. Irongo brings us probably Africa's finest black tourmaline, of which I see very few of. There's a bit of smoky there with tourmaline at the side. Here's a nice little specimen with a well-formed piece of shell. There's 65 crystals in here that include double terminated little quartz crystal with tourmaline. That's very nice. There's a nice wicked little piece of highlight opal. That's nice, very nice. There's more highlight opal there. Yeah, nice flat, man. Tourmaline, highlight opal. Irongo magic. Nice. So there we go. More highlight opal. Right, so maybe this is just a flat of highlight opal. I don't think so. I'll be surprised. There's 18 little highlight opal specks in here, which makes it an absolute banger. This flat here weighs 660 grams. Good, very good to A grade. $33 only. That's a no-brainer for 65 of Orongo's funkiest. $33 for flat 96. Nice. Next up, from Swaziland, we got some gold banquet. That's Swazi bloodstone. There we go. Rough cobbed pieces. Beautiful, nice. Lots of red jade. Oh, yeah, there we go. Beautiful stuff. This also has quite a bit of a... Well, some of this deposit had a lot of pyrite in it. Let's just have a looky-see. Okay, not so much. I haven't seen a lot of any pyrite yet, but a very attractive flat of cobbed Swazi bloodstone. 3.17 kilos. It is rather heavy. A grade to very good lapidary material. $28 for the 12 pieces. That is flat 963. On to Congolese cocktail time, and it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. It is 6 little, it's malachite covered in juicy. There's one. There should be some Salros in the mix here as well. There's a bit more malachite. You can see there's a layer of Salros where the malachite is taken over. There's a nice flat of pink Salros. That's Cabochon dolomite. And there's a better one, the Salros on the bottom, and then the druzy there at the top covering some malachite as well. Nice little fat. It's 1.25 kgs, rated very good to A grade. $47 is what these 6 will cost for flat 979. Right, on to some pseudomorphs. This is malachite after azurite. That's why the malachite has these really attractive blades. And then obviously you got the oxidation with a chrysocolla following in those valleys of green blades. Fantastic flatness, 970 grams. They are rated very good to A grade. There we go, some beautiful. The colour is a little brittle. These 3 buttes will set you back $90. That is flat 931. Excuse me. We got some smoky dark lilac Bucanotuk up next. There are 35 of these small little clusters. Limonite at the base. You can see they've got some reasonably larger windows. Oh, there's one with loads of little terminations. A very funky little flat. Rated very good to A grade. It weighs 790 grams. These 35 are going to cost $44. Yeah, no, we're not missing one. There it is. You little sneaky. $44 for flat number 10. Then from Madagascar, we got some nice polished clear quartz and smoky quartz points. These 6 are rated as very good only. They weigh 830 grams. That's a beauty. A couple of veils in there, that's interesting. A little bit milky, but there's a rainbow veil. These 6 are going to cost $27. That's a bargain. That is for flat number 944. On to some diatoms, and this looks like 4 very good graded diatase pieces, and there's a lot of diatase on these. 940 grams. Let's just get the sun in the right place. Nice large green crystals. There's a little diatase sandwich. This one's funky. Ooh, look at that malachite. So you've got all the malachite around there, and then some diatase filling up those veins. Very nice flat, rated very good. It's going to cost $167, flat $929. On to nice black tourmaline shawl from Rongo. That is a nice layer of highlight opal. To the side there. Quite a large piece of tourmaline. That just looks like quartz. These are rated as very good to A grade, slightly more than 1 kilogram, $45 for the two, flat $925. Then, juicy coated chrysocolla, more Congolese magic. These 35 weigh 606 grams, good, very good to A grade. There's there's a little bit of, this is an interesting one with the malachite, chrysocolla around the edge, a little bit of juicy. Solid little piece of skeletal chrysocolla. $35 little pieces with a interesting little formation that. Oh. This flat, 35 little pieces of chrysocolla. It's only going to cost $30. That's pretty cheap for chrysocolla. Flat $969. Nice for the retailers. And then, even nicer for the retailers is a flat of magic, and not like that first flat of limonite. This flat here, try to get some more sun on there. 70 absolutely gorgeous golden. Most of them are golden yellow. Some of them have some very nice inclusions, such as this. Often there's a hematite veils in this limonite. Here's a goethite. That's very cool, man. Look at that veil there. She's a beauty. This is a lovely flat weighing 1.13 kgs. Good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $32. That's a winner. That's flat 933. Nice. Right, on to a bit of a rarity. We got crystalline malachite. So, more often than not, I see the crystalline malachite in the juicy chrysocollas. But they look like almost blades of crystal. But crystalline malachite, these are rated very good, A to double A grade. Could almost be mistaken for libethenite. There's a fair amount of goethite at the base there. It only weighs 740 grams. These are flats here. Oh, there we go. Some crystalline malachite on druzy. Nice and sparkly too. Very nice flat. $140 for some serious crystalline rarity. That is flat 945. On to some of South Africa's mining history. We've got some African turquoise. It's not really turquoise. It is chrysocolla, biotite, and more often than not, a fair amount of hematite. This is from the from the Blue Mine in Springbok. It was South Africa's first commercial mine, copper mining, and it's obviously closed now, so this is old material. If you want to have a little piece of South African mining history, happy days. Look no further. I stand to be corrected with regards to the hematite. I haven't seen any hematite on any three of these, but they're still absolutely gorgeous. 1.33 kgs, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $44. That is flat 942. Right, pseudomorph time. Here we got some absolutely magical malachite. That's after as you write, hence these little bladed forms, and they are coated with a little layer of druzy. And that is magic. Cora's no doubt looking for the koki, which is not in my pocket. These are super rare and highly attractive. Look at, let's see this one here. Yeah. These, oh no, I can't stop looking at these men, staring at them. How marvelously velvety is that? Very, very nice flat here, weighs 1 kilo exactly, $145. It's not cheap, but rarities rarely are. Flat 982. Onto a flat of purely Salrose or Cobalt Dolomite, 6 specimens weighing 1.77 kilograms. This one is accompanied by a little bit of colwezite, which in its own right is a rather rarity, that it only comes from Kolwezi. That's in the Congo, southeast Congo. Nice ball malachite formations or single botryoidals. Goethite. Lots of goethite there with a bit of colwezite. Lovely, well-formed Salrose. Bit of a larger one. This one's magic. Check this out. Nice, deep pink. You can see the dolomite. Nice, well-formed dolomite. It's almost translucent and gemmy. That's very cool. Then a bit of dolomite with a small vug with Salrose and colwezite. Nice. This flat's going to cost $56. That is full flat 941. Next up, we got some Buchanotuk, 2 large-ish clusters. This one's got a bit of a variation on the Buchanotuk. Small little deepish lilac purple. This one's more traditional with a nice crystallization around the long fingers. 2 lovely clusters rated as very good to A grade. They're going to weigh $72, which is pretty decent, given that it's 1.72 kilograms. That is, well, that's more than decent. That's actually quite cheap. Flat 937. Right, then we've got some Malawi polished blue lace freeforms. There are 24 of these beauties, rated good, very good to A grade. Got a lovely banded patterning around the sides, and then more often than not, nice flower patterns on the flat faces. Love living in the country and then someone's flying their model airplane. Love that, dude. Very nice flats. It's not often we get to see quality blue lace polished. It's going to cost $61 for the 24, 1.82 kilograms for flat 946. Next up from the Orange River, red hematoid. These are absolutely gorgeous. If you like red hematoid, these are reasonably young, I suppose, in the process of crystal formations. Sometimes we get to see a secondary layer over the iron or the oxidation of iron that causes that nice red hue. This Orange River weighs 1.65 kilos for the two. It's going to cost $41. That's flat $953. Onto the center of the trolley we go, and first up is our little piece of Messina Magic. This is Bastite or Dragon's Bloodstone. Freeform with that red Piemontite and then the Epidote Matrix. It's a very pretty, very decent. There's no scratches. It's a natural vein there. Nice standing freeform, 1.18 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost all of $40 for that little standing freeform. That is flat $976. Right, an absolute belter of a Malawi Zomba cluster. We got feldspar and we got smoky quartz, and I'll tell you what really tickles me are the number of double terminations in this. Look at that beauty there. Because it's a bit of a floater, so beautiful crystallization on both sides. Zoom out. So this is hypothetically the bottom, but you can see all these double terminations, man. That's awesome. Quite a few of them just peeking through either side. All right. It's an absolutely glorious specimen. Lots of double terminations. I don't think I've seen this many double terminations in one cluster for quite a while. It's a beaut. It's rated as very good. It weighs 3.54 kilograms. It's going to cost $69. That's a nice collector's piece. Flat $957. Onto a little bit of polished malachite. This thin little slab here with beautiful flowery banded patterns. It's polished one side and reasonably flat with nice little cavities to make it even lighter because copper is heavy. This is it's a beauty, man. A2 double A grade, weighs slightly less than 1 kilogram. It's going to cost only $47. That's flat. If I can get it out of here, that's flat 938. Then Namibian blue lace agate. This is a large natural specimen, weighs 3.6 kilograms. Beautiful. This is if ever you wanted to lap blue lace, this is the blue lace that you lap, the Namibian stuff. And it is covered in a beautiful layer of druzy. Rated very good to A grade, this blue lace agate. Oh yeah, she's heavy. That's going to cost all of $95 for 3.76 kgs, $95. That's a very reasonable price. That's flat $939. 2 Malagasy clear quartz points up next. These are rated both as very good. Beautiful veils, bit of a milky base, but a very clear top. Polish is good. That's all right. This flat 1.4 kilos is what the 2 points weigh. All right, they're going to cost $40. That is flat $922. Then, last item on the first trolley, we've got 2.16 kilograms worth of Lacassi malachite covered in druzy. It's a very nice, small, medium cabinet size. That's very nice, man. That is beautiful. It's rated as A grade. Weighs 2.16 kilograms. It's got a little bit of shiny on the bottom too. There we go. That's a druzy with the red dolomite creeping through, shining through. She's a beauty. She's going to cost 111. That's Nelson for you. Flat 38. Onto the second trolley, and we are back with a flat of 4 bladed malachite pseudomorphs. That's malachite after azurite with the oxidation of the chrysocolla. These Congolese beauties weigh 730 grams. Let me just try and get in there a little bit closer. Quite remarkable specimens. These are rated good, very good to A grade. I don't see any chrysocolla on this one. That's no, it's a piece of paper. Right, this flat here is going to cost $95. That is flat number 4. Onto some very nice gemmy pink cob rose quartz. So put the little sun in the background there. These are rated as very good to A grade. Weighing 4.54 kilos, costing $33. That is pretty cheap per kg for the rose quartz. And it's a rose quartz not from Madagascar. This is Northern Cape rose quartz. Very nice. Flat 977. Right, we got some cute little septari eggs. 5 of them. Aragonite calcite blends of beautiful nodulness. These are rated as very good, well, good, very good to A grade. They weigh slightly more than 1 kilogram. They are very cute, and the Malagasi's know how to polish, man. These are awesome. Nice little flat of eggs, septaris. It's only going to cost $22. That is flat 138. Then topaz from, Irongo. Actually, no, I suspect this will be from, I know we got it from Irongo, but Spitzkoppen, or the Kleine Spitzkoppen specifically, is famous for its topaz. These are rated as good to very good at best. There are lots involved, 370 grams. This topaz here, we've got orange. There's the old-fashioned silver. There's some very nice clear ones, but aluminite in the mix there. $34 for a lot of topaz. That is, well, I want to look at that one again, but that's flat 147. Green topaz. I can just, there you go. Green and orange topaz. Nice lapidary material. Next up, we got druzy-coated chrysocolla. This is the ones I was referring to earlier with the crystalline malachite. I don't see any on this specimen specifically, but it is an absolute beaut. Look at that glistening druzy on top of what appears to be ballish-shaped malachite. But yeah, a little copper infusion in the druzy there as well. 2 specimens weighing 1.29 kilograms. Look at that. That is just stunning, man. There's that malachite I was speaking of. Let's just go in there. It's also covered in a little bit of a druzy. Which kind of is pretty, but it doesn't help my crystalline nature. Another little vug there full of shininess. Very, very nice flat. These are rated both as A grade. $161 for the 2. That's flat $1.80. Right, cobbed unicite. This is Messina material. How the business started. That is feldspar and epidote. There's a kind of reddish, rusty feldspar on the epidote matrix. 4.79 kilos is what these weigh. A little bit of quartz in there as well. $29 for 4.79 kilos worth of Messina unicite. That is flat 131. Then mixed flat of Namibian. We got some garnets, little red pyrope garnets. You can see that some of them are quite clear and translucent as the sun shines on them. A lot of them, with a little bit of aquamarine as well. It's just a pale aquamarine. Nice termination though. Then there's a whole lot of little highlight opal. That's very nice. And then some more aquamarine. Although this looks, look at that little crystal. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. It's beautiful. Nice. Jammy. But tiny. Aquamarine, topaz, and then tumbled aquamarine. This is a hell of a nice flat. It's 800 grams, rated as medium good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $44. This is a nice flat. 81. Then, all right, so brilliantly formed dolomite. Okay, so here we got some, let's just get into the sun, some exceptionally beautiful rhombohedral formed dolomite crystals. And then with edges of very gemmy salros. That is magnificent. That's awesome. Then quite a bit of iron coated also druzy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, there's a little bit of colwezite down there. Oh, malachite. Very nice specimen this. Very much a display piece. 1.49 kilos, rated very good only. It's going to cost $46 for flat 66. Then blue lace agate, some polished freeforms. Quite a large one. 1.28 kgs for the 6. They're rated as very good, very good to A grade. They're going to cost $43. That is 4 flat 936. Looking at our hook. Next, we got 2 large clusters. Lots of nice limonite around the sides there. There's a fair amount of goethite in between the crystallization on the crystals. Beautiful points. Both these are rated very good to A grade, 1.91 kilos, so almost 2 kilograms worth of Buchananotuk. Nice large cluster. Nice save job as well, so you're not paying for rubbish rock. These two are going to cost all of $95. That is flat 927. Then on to some polished Nguni jasper. Well, larger than tumbles, but they are beautiful little, well, you can say palm stones. Lovely patterns. Each one is absolutely unique. This jasper is very hard, by the way. The screaming of saws is what I always think of when I see these. These are, what's that? Just slightly more than 2 kilograms. They're all rated as A grade. $33 for 70 Nguni jaspers, flat 33. Right, next up, Madagascar, the leopardry princes and princesses of Africa. 3 very nice, dark, deep Marian quartz eggs. These are rated as good to very good. weighing slightly less than a kilogram. They're going to cost $23. That's nice, very nice. Flat 99. Cool. All right, a nice malachite, 2.2 kilograms worth of very good rated malachite. These are nice petroidal. Oh, let's get in the sun. Look at that chatoyancy. That is stunning. A nice, shiny, petroidal, velvety feel to it. Vugs with more velvet. Just landscapes of velvety chatoyancy. Oh, and the other side is better. Don't drop it, Francis. That is stunning. Very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Does it stand? No. Also a bit of a floater, malachite all around this flat here. What is rated as very good. It's going to cost $75. That is very nice. Very, very nice for flat 999. Then Laputu Mine brings us a little bit of chrysocolla, quartz and malachite. 12 of these rated as good to very good only. It's less than a kilo. This one looks specific. Wow, this one looks interesting. Malachite in the quartz. There's a bit of druzy on top of also used to be the pseudomorph blades. Here's a chrysocolla. That's lovely. A little vug with druzy. This flat here is going to cost $34 for 12 Laputu Mine specimens. Flat 959. Let's have a look here. Also druzy on the chrysocolla. Nice. Right. Pseudomorphs, more very nice bladed malachite after azurite blades with almost reminds me about Lesotho's mountains, man. This time of the year, you will always have the mountains and then ice in the valleys. Permanent fixture for, well, pretty much the entire winter season. That's how I think of these chrysocollas, right there deep in the valleys of malachite. Absolutely stunning, stunning flat, rated very good to A grade. This, oh, hello, what is this? Is that iron? It's just iron. That red dolomite. That's not. That's interesting. I reckon. Okay, well, I'm not sure what that is. It has nice petroidal features. Just could be goethite or iron coating malachite, normal malachite. Are there any more? I digress. 890 grams. This flat here is going to be $148. That is for flat 973. Right, onto a flat of medium, good to very good, and A grade aquamarine. There's a whole lot of them, 260 grams. So where's the A grade one then? I don't see anything really jumping out, to be honest. Maybe this one. Um, 260 grams. That's yeah, let me just pan over this with the sunlight. It's going to cost $31 for a lot of aquamarine. That's flat 110. Then Lacassi malachite with druzy coating. Six of these. They are rated as very good to A grade. They weigh 1.5 kilos. Nice deep dark green with the dolomite also showing through. Probably the runt of the litter. Very nice flat of Lacassi. It's going to cost $71 for the 6. That's flat $955. Then from Priska, where the world's best tiger eye comes from, we've got some Chatoyant golden syrupy loveliness. Tiger's eye from Priska. And if you like a little bit of hematite veins, then happy days. Right, Chatoyancy and silver loveliness. This weighs 1.87 kilos, rated good, very good to A grade. This tiger eye flat's going to cost a massive $27 for flat $954. Crystalline malachite, 6 of these beauties, 1.45 kilograms. Let's just take time to look at those crystallines. Quite heavy, 1.45. Rated all as A grade. A little rocky outcrop. All that gorgeous juicy coating with the iron oxidation. There's some goethite and then the crystalline malachite. That is gorgeous. This flat here is going to cost $126. That is flat 7. The international flat of intrigue. Right, on to an absolutely remarkable specimen. This was just lying around actually. It was unmarked. There's so much going on with this course. Let me just try and get into the sun. Sorry, Carl. Excuse me. Look at that. This has regrowth and regrowth upon regrowths. There's nice iron in there. Beautiful clear window there with a, look at that. Hang on, look at that. A whole veil of lepidocrocite, I think. That is stunning. Then all these terminations, side growths, and then obviously there was some damage. And then as the millennia passed by, more crystals formed. A nice little red hematoid layer there. There we go. A nice example of all the different growths that happen. You've got that dark, smoky layer down there, and then another growth over the top. Absolutely intriguing specimen. This, you can see more crystal growths all around. Beautiful clarity as well, especially seeing that it is from Luena. Very unusual. Very special, very much kind of a collector's item for the niche guys who like well-aged and interesting groovy rocks. Absolute belter of a specimen. Yeah, it's not light. It weighs, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, it weighs 6 kilos, slightly more than 6 kilos. It's only going to cost $118. That's very cool. Flat 463. Lekker. Right, onto a nice cabinet specimen of Lacassi malachite with beautiful juicy over the top. It's very well cut on either side, this side as well as this side. It's got a bridge of malachite crossing the Great Divide, then vugs upon vugs and shiny upon shiny. Beautiful specimen, 4.5 kilos. It's rated as A grade. That's a museum job. That is $223 for flat 86. For you. Yes, please. Then, crystalline malachite, it's 1.92 kilograms. The base stone is rather plentiful. Rated as A grade. This little collector's item here with, well, yeah, crystalline malachite. There's all kinds of malachite. Ball malachite, silky malachite, petroleum malachite, bladed malachite, and now crystalline malachite. It's a beauty. 1.92 A grade. It's going to cost $101, if you compare it to the other ones, I mean, here we got, right, what is this? $126 for 1.45. The specimen here is 1.92, and it is $101 for flat 923. Nice, nice. nicely priced as well. Then a stichtite or Atlanticite, one large cobbed piece to keep your papers down in a gust of wind. Lovely stichtite with the serpentine matrix, 2.25 kilograms. This little fella here, if you want a lap, it's a nice starting. If you're a beginner lapper, it's quite soft material. It's quite porous as well. Rated as very good to A grade. It's going to cost all of $26 for flat 921. Then on to an absolute splendid piece of book and hook magic. This is 3 kilograms worth of nice light lilac. Oh, what a beautiful specimen, and it's large and it barely has any base stone. So that is superb. That is absolutely magic. If you like a large, shiny centerpiece or largest cabinet specimen, then this is it, man. That is beautiful. It's rated as A grade. Comes as no surprise. It's going to cost $196. That is, what's it, 3 kilos worth of beautiful book and hook flat 28. Then on to a massively, well, this was a collector's item. We picked it up from a collection quite a while ago, probably 8 months ago, and the lady who offered it was very sentimentally attached, so we refused to do anything with it like she asked for quite some time. This is Messina magic. This is from the legendary, you can see all this epidote here on the sides. Some beautiful crystal growths. There's a right big ass piece of unikite, it's like a Messina signature, if anything. It is, I hope that's a gunshot.
Yeah, keep recording.
Yeah, no worries. It's possibly, I don't know, I haven't heard the dogs barking, so hopefully that's the model airplane down.
Probably, actually.
One of the neighbors lost his shit and shot the model airplane. No, it's still going.
They missed the model airplane.
Well, they get it to go again. Anyway, okay, this is absolutely a massive collector's piece. It is quite heavy, 21.2 kilograms, rated A grade. It's going to cost $721. That is a bit of a mammoth, gargantuan collector's piece. Flat 24. Thanks, guys. Happy days. We've got a hustle. We're late as usual. See you in the comment section and enjoy your weekend. South Africa's playing later.